I'm here right now in the new petrol station on the way to Binalio. This is the prices of our gasoline as of August 15 right now. So it's quite a good and clean place. I mean, look how the space of it that you can park on. So look at this road is going to Binalio, and this is called the SD gasoline station. He also owns a fleet of taxis, like almost 100 units of taxis, because this is not his garage, there's another one somewhere where his taxis are there. But this is a good area because it's the next station from here is quite like 6 kilometers away. And when you go to the mountains of Binalio, you have a proper gasoline station to stop by, because there's so many subdivision now being built up in Agsungot, all the mountain barangays. We are on the way down to pick up the barrels of Old B, and before that I am now on the multicab. As you can see, old Lito is driving the multicab, so we have fixed it yesterday. The trouble is with some people think the multicab is brand new. You have to think the multicab is almost 10 years. I've checked the registration, and it's been servicing my building materials, hauling, machine transportation for all those years, carrying all the heavy stuff. So it's bound to be time that I have to change the rims. So right now, after I bought some surplus rims yesterday, I will be buying new tires for the multicab before we even pick up those barrels of Old B. So some people can understand that you have your money's worth of the multicab, more than money's worth. 10 years ago, I only bought this for 100,000 pesos, brand new refurbished. Not brand new, brand new for the Philippines, refurbished. And ever since, I haven't changed the rim, only yesterday. So it's about time. Now I'll be showing you the prices of the multicab. We just had a full tank on our multicab. The capacity of this one is 25 liters for the full tank. So now we're on the way to a place where I know that sells brand new tires, not China, but cheaper, because it's like a small warehouse. Because like I said, I'd like to support the small businesses so they can survive, and also be showing you some of the prices of their tires. They have China, and you will just say, I don't want China made, and they will have you the Taiwan or the Japan made. And you can also have a second-hand tires if your budget's not enough for the brand new, like a temporary one. So I'll be showing you that later as well. So I'm here in the multicab just to sort it out. So I want it to be full tank, because yesterday they have been dried up because they forgot to put some petrol. So at least they don't run when they think it's gonna turn off, because when they look at the fuel thing, it was dry, it was down, and they forgot to put the petrol on. Now I had it all in full tank, so it won't be so bad. So I look at the multicab like a person. Oh, I was so hungry yesterday. Also, you can have more today. So I'll be showing you some of that, what we're doing today, and to give you the idea of how a Filipino life exists. And I think some of you do enjoy this kind of different little tips that I gave you on how to live here, and the little tricks on like haggling. So see you in a bit. So I'm here now buying the new tires for the Multicab. It's 1,600 each. I don't want the steel belted one because we are hauling, and so it's a 10 ply nylon with interiors. That's including interiors, 1/6 each, brand new from Taiwan. Because we have size 12, so it's the one that we need for the Multicab. So that's the one that we have, like that 155R1 12C. That's 12 of that nylon, not steel belted, including the interior, for 1,600 each, including installation and everything, clean up on the tires. So we are here on our local, like I said, I know the person that owns this, and so this is his own small business. And you can also buy second-hand rims from him, but I have that on another surplus, that also another small business that's starting to have his own surplus supplies of multicabs, because you know, in the mountains most people would have to have a multicab as a utility for their cargoes of fruits and animals. So these are the tires available. They have China, depends on the budget, because they ask you what budget, because the China is on the front there, like the Good Ride. But we have the 12, since it's all old fashioned. And so I'll show you their process of changing that. This is another of their China, and they have the second hand. Okay. So you see, they also sell this second hand rims, including the tires. That they sell that for 900 pesos each, rims and tires. So mine yesterday of 300 pesos each, including the tires, the second hand tires that I could use on the mixer, is 300 pesos each. So he is now changing the old tires. Tanawa, wala na interior. Pabutangan na itong interior. So we want interior, so because when you get flat, it's not immediately right to the rim. So that is the good thing about multicabs, because they're cheaper to maintain and repair. So what we had, I had to correct myself, it's from Thailand. So it's a 10 ply nylon tires. See, they have the interiors within. So that's what we prepare as tires for the multicab, as always when we bought it 10 years ago. And it does last longer than the steel belted one without the interior tires. You know, the rimless, it's not good for hauling. And this is also the size of tires that they use on the bongos. You know, the back of the bongos where they have two little tires. This is what they use on it when they haul as well. So you can see that there is a interior rim. So he is now installing the interior lining. Hari ko diriwi. So, pilay hangin niya ana dong? 40 40. Di ba kuan kayo, it's hugot ra kayo? Ah, okay. So, all dito like it's 40. Unsa man tanawa dong? So that one. So this is the maximum for these tires is 73 psi. So but only to once on 40 psi. So that's one done. You know, from the rims that I bought yesterday. Unsa? Tanawa, sad. Tanawa tay. Tanawa ko no dong kay nakuha ko nung kanyuto dong. They said that the one for the where you put the air thing is not they can see it. I said check it. Like the nose. Ilis to ninyo.
Kana ba yung bonita ba? Oh. Ito plan na. Upload mo tayo na. Ipapuan lagi na.
Then he will put the lining. tanawa ang nubuot ba? Chika dito tayo. I told him to check it one by one as well if it's complete. Itaod pa na. Asang ikaupat? Ang ikaupat? So this is now the last tires to be changed. So he put lubricants on it. He already put one on the bottom on the other side. Now he's sealing up and then put the air on it, 40 psi.
Distribution of financial assistance for PWDs. House-to-house distribution, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. o alas 8 sa buntag hangtod alas 4 sa hapon. Ayaw mo pa kanto sa Barangay Center.
Ito na, kailang lori.
Pila?
Praise.
Praise.
Roy, ito na.
So that was the information for the barangay here that on Monday 8 to 4 p.m. the distribution of financial assistance of 3,000 pesos will be available in the barangay, but it's spread about not just in the barangay hall. So they need to check in what sitio or council they are and what and where they are the distribution is. That was the information. So like here, this is Kabangkalan. So they need to know in the barangay hall here, where is this area, where is the distribution. by calling their barangay. He's replacing the lining of this first one because it seems like there's this one is not shown, but now that he has checked it, it has something.
Kayo na po naputol. Ha? Nabalik? Mau
But
laop.
that's why this is what they called kanyuto over here. That one on the tire. So it was just so he will change it.
Lagpot mo mulagpot mga kalikon man sa inyo to. Laog dito.
So he has replaced the interior lining. So that's one thing that you need to it's good that you'll be watching how your things been sorted so you can immediately check what's lacking so they can replace it.
Ako yung natagyan, nakikita ko rin yung kwan. Boss, kahit ang among reserva pa, huwag na yung hangin. Ako pwede sa simple yung natundaan na namo namin ha.
So he has replaced the interior lining. So that's one thing that you need to it's good that you'll be watching how your things been sorted so you can immediately check what's lacking so they can replace it.
Ako yung natagyan, nakikita ko rin yung kwan. Boss, kahit ang among reserva pa, huwag na yung hangin. Ako pwede sa simple yung natundaan na namo namin ha.
So that's the first one that he done a while ago, and now that's the last one. But we also asked if we can replace the interior of our reserve tire. We bought a reserve tire before, a 12-ply one. That was on offer. Just one piece of reserve tire that was on offer for only 500 pesos for the whole set, brand new, which is this one. So that's our reserve tire. Then we'll just have to replace the lining. So he's pulling out the old lining.
Ha? Oo.
Oh, inspection nun jud natay. He's inspecting if the tire's okay. Before he will install the Which is a good thing really, because just in case there's some holes on the tires.
Hindi ako naligira mapali.
Lagi iyam gyapon na.
Ilay ako ano.
Okay ra daw. So there's no holes. He will install the lining on it. Duha ka tuig na no. So we bought this reserve tires before. That was someone offered it to us 2 years ago. So we got the old one back, so we can replace, you know, the tires of the mixer. So this is our local tire shop that we often go to. We bought a lot of tires here through the years. So he is now installing it in the multicab. So the old tires will be just reserved for like emergency use. If we will manage to, there's only 2 that's get busted, but there's 2 that's good. So one can go to the mixer and one will be for reserve for the mixer. So they do it manually, as you notice, unlike in the West world that they have, although we have it here, that they use machines as well in the posh places. But like I said, we would rather support our local merchants because you can also get a good price and you can get loads of tips, because you know, like here, the tires here are Good Ride brand. Good Ride is actually China brand, but there's 2 factories on it, one in China and one in Thailand. The one in Thailand, it's still the same company. It's called Southwind. That's for European brand. Yeah, you can see there's a Southwind. And that's where they bought their Good Ride brand, in Thailand. Because in Thailand, they are thicker, although they're a bit more expensive, but they are thicker than the usual Good Ride brand of tires. So like the 12 that we have here is 1,600. That's including installation and everything. And then the 16 is 2,800. That's the Good Ride brand made in Thailand. You can have, they don't carry here the Good Ride in China because their supplier is from Thailand. So they used to call this Good Ride brand, you can see it there, Westwind. That's the Westwind, a Maxwind. So that's the one that Thailand made Good Rides. So that's why he said when you buy Good Ride, if you're not here, you have to select that it's from Good Ride made in Thailand, because they only sell between 8 ply to 12 ply here. That's why it's better than lower than that. In fact, right now they only have 10 plies, no lower than that. So now you can see the prices range from 12, size 12, that's 1.6, 16 was 2.8. So I'll ask him more of the other prices because he's not here as of the moment. Now you can see our multicab, the nickname of our multicab, like we have our mixer, Mixie. This one is Cabby. Where is Cabby? Cabby now has overhaul of his shoes, if we call it here. So of his tires. New rims, brand new tires. So Cabby now is looking smart. 10-year-old Cabby. He's called the senior citizen of Multicabs. So these are now the official prices of the tires here on my friend's shop. The 12, which what we have, is 1,600 including per piece. I mean, 1,600 per piece of the tires including the lining and installations. And the size 13, if it's nylon with interior, will be 2,300. And if you're just tubeless, 640/13 is 2,100. And that's including installation. 14, size 14 of the tires will be still the brand Good Ride from Thailand, 2,200 with interiors. If you need the Tunggal, which is the 600 of by 14, but you need the tube lining for it because it doesn't come with the tube lining, that will be 3,200 each. The size 15 will be ranging about 2,000, 1,800 to 2,000. The size 16, which I also used before on my old banger, is 2,850 tubeless. And size 18 will be around 5,500. So this is our local shop here that we have patronized ever since because he can give us good parts, and sometimes there's loads of freebies like, oh, you can have this tool, you can have this thing, and they give us discounts since we are already like the suki. You know, the regular customer is what we call suki here. So this is called Kabangkalan Auto Parts. It's right across Petron Station. That Petron Station here in Talamban, where before you turn to Kabangkalan Road. So that's the name, and the telephone number is 514-0080.